Great day, great life, great now. Beautiful Vibrational Soul family. Loving, living the Vibrational lifestyle all day, every day. Excuse me for being a little bit behind now. My computer hasn't been wanting to work for some reason. We're here now, and that's what counts. And we're alive. I'm here to remind you, we're here to remind one another. We're alive. We're present. We're awake. We're aware. We're blessed. So let's just take a deep, deep conscious breath of this moment, this beautiful moment, this beautiful now. Let's exhale the past, the future, the expectation, the judgments. Let's just let it all go. Taking another deep breath of love, of life, of awareness. And letting go anxiety, stress, concern, confusion. Just letting it all go. Beautiful. Now taking a deep, deep breath and breathe in this moment. Drink up this moment. Savor the deliciousness, the vibrantness, the nutritiousness of this moment, the medicine of this moment, the magic of this moment, of freedom. Freedom to breathe. Freedom to remember who you are. Freedom to be here fully now. Wow, every time, every time. So thank you for joining. Today we're going to be talking about freedom of being now. And this is the reflection to yesterday's meditation. So this is 7 minutes within now. And we wake up together every day, whether you're watching this in the morning, and in the AM, in the afternoon, or in the evenings. All there is now. So I have people saying they want to join us live, but they are doing other things. You have the freedom to watch this whenever you want, and you still get the now, because the now is ever present. Let it go, fabulous Camille. Blessings. I can't wave at you. Blessings, fabulous. Mwah. Love you. Isn't it amazing, Camille, to be free now? And nothing ever compromised that. We may think something compromised it, but we're always free. And that's what I'm here to remind, not just today, but every day. Because I may not talk about freedom, but sometimes we forget the greatest freedoms that we have is to breathe. You know, we get in our heads and we're like, no, no, but I'm justified for this. No, 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 but I'm right for this. No, 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 but I'm not good enough for this. And all these different stories we tell ourselves. But what about the freedom to just stop, take a deep breath, and just relax into this moment? Relax into the now. Of course, sometimes we don't have that opportunity because we're doing things, but you always have the opportunity to take a mental check and a mental note to say, even one breath, two, three breaths, and bring yourself to this moment. That's your gift. That's your freedom. And no one has ever or could ever take that away from you. We may have thought they did. We may have thought others were the reason for it, but we gave the attention on the outside instead of the inside. So, what does it mean, freedom of being you now? is the freedom of speaking as you feel, of course, with compassion, love, and kindness and awareness, but being speaking up for you, like Camille so amazingly does. She speaks her voice, she speaks her heart, and a lot of us aren't even free, or we think we give justifications and reasons that we think we're not free, and we perpetuate that persona of existence because we continue to think that's true. And what I want to ask you is, go beyond your thinking. Go beyond your thinking and don't listen to those thoughts, and take a breath. Whatever those thoughts tell you, take a breath, because you are so free that you can shatter those existence of those thoughts with love, with awareness. Once you're aware of something, it can no longer hold its existence. It will fall apart on its own illusion. So, without going into a class or a TED Talks, is I shared yesterday that I was going to share a little bit about why, if anyone can validate it, is me. Because I remember being, in conditions where I wasn't free. I was not free, and I couldn't control my circumstances. I was in a 6x9 cell, and I didn't have the freedom to walk away. I didn't have the freedom to talk to somebody. I didn't have the freedom to call somebody. I didn't have the freedom of anything, but I did have one freedom. I did have one freedom, and that's what I'm here to remind all of you and myself every day. As I remind you, I'm reminding myself. As we remind one another, we remind the world. Is no matter my conditions, no matter my circumstances, I'm free. And I was so exhausted from the anger. I was hitting the walls. I was fighting with the guards. I would even like instigate the guards because I wanted to fight. So I would get them angry, and I mean, it was just for 3 days, just back and forth. And then I realized I just surrendered. I didn't even know what surrender was back then, but I just surrendered, and I said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't get out of here. I can't get out of my head. What do I do? I don't know what to do. So what did I do? I came up with things to do. I started working out. I started not even knowing that I could breathe, but I started just becoming more aware of me and asking myself, like, do you really want to go crazy in here? Because people would go crazy in solitary. And so I checked myself, and to make things short, I didn't have a book, I didn't have anything. I had to face myself. I had to come to terms with, Michael, you're not getting out of here. So if you're not getting out of here, what can we do right now? Okay. So then I started looking at the walls, and as crazy as it sounds, I started making patterns with the walls. I started looking at pictures in the brick of putting dots together. You know how you do with the clouds? You look at a cloud and you're like, oh wow, that looks like a deer. That looks like a cat. That looks like a car. All these different things that we create, right, out of our own imagination, which I call imagination. Um, so I started looking at the dots, and I started creating like like this images in my mind's eye that I started entertaining myself, and it was freeing, because now I wasn't on the outside. I was focused on the inside, on creating what I wanted to see. So, freedom of being you now. Now, not tomorrow, not what you were yesterday, because I even have an identity where, oh my gosh, I was in peak condition. I felt so great, but yet I was so angry inside. And sometimes the brain wants to compare itself and say, well, you're not as fit as you were before. And that causes you to go down. Okay, so if I compare myself where I was before, and I'm not good enough now, then I'm going to the past to torture myself. I'm free to do that. I'm so free that I can perpetuate that illusion of truth, lowercase t, truth, to to create. I mean, especially because we got Halloween. What is it, tomorrow? Create a costume of an illusion that I'm not good enough, and I would do that. But however, now I look back at the past, and I was like, that was an angry Michael. And I look at where I am today, and I'm like, wow, I am so abundant. I'm so alive. I'm so free. I'm so in love today. And it blows my mind. It blows my heart, like in such a way that no excuses can stop me. And that's what I want to share with you, that when you realize how free you are to be you, There's nothing that can stop you from being you, and nothing has ever stopped you. So, the meditation reflection for today is I want to invite you to even write it down. Write a list of how much freedom has done for you and how free you are. Take note of what points of your freedom do you have. And on the other side, write what you think you're not free about. And watch what's going to happen. Even when you think you're not free about this side, you're going to realize that there's freedom that you didn't even realize there is. Like, this is even something I'm going to do, because I'm not going to tell you to do something I won't do. Like, I already embrace so much of my freedom, but even by asking you to do this, I realize that there's maybe freedoms that I take for granted. So this is life. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for waking up, for you, for loving you, for showing up in the class, in the school of life. And just like the teacher calls your name and you say, I'm present, thank you for saying, I'm present today. And I invite you to say, I'm present every day. Because Monday through Saturday, I invite us to wake up together at 6:30 a.m. in English, 6:45 a.m. in Spanish, and let's wake up our world so we can wake up the world as the mirrors of the examples that we are. Because we can say it. What are we living it? And I want to invite you to live it. I want to invite you to honor the freedom, the love, and the life that you were given. And you don't have to fight for it. You don't have to justify it. You don't have to argue for it. You don't have to control it. You are so free to be. Enjoy the freedom of being you. You are alive, says Fabulous. Fabulous says, blessings to you, my brother. Oh, blessings to you, beautiful Camille. I love you too. We are so blessed that we can breathe on our own. Exactly. I have an uncle that actually had a machine, and when I witnessed that, it's like the machine couldn't even keep him alive anymore. The machine was actually taking his life because it was giving him more oxygen, and his body just. I mean, there are people that don't have the freedom to breathe, and I mean, if we would reflect, there's people that don't have what we have. And Camille, she helps so many people. And Camille, I'm going to shout you out. She helps so many, families, children. Um, just fabulous Camille Robb. Look her up on Instagram. Support her. Show her love. There's things that we can help with one another. She's Camille Robb here on Facebook. And thank you, fabulous. Thank you, Camille. You are fabulous. Thank you for being you. And Camille is such an example of showing up and being herself, because that's all she does. And I love her. I love her energy. I love her hugs. Shout outs to Albert. Shout outs to the family, the Rob family. And really, an example of being is Camille. And she is such a mentor in my life. She is such a mirror. I appreciate you, Camille. So thank you for waking up with us. And before we go, um, stop by our school here in Yuma, Arizona at 1215 South 4th Avenue, Suite A1 in Yuma, Arizona. And we would love to share with you how free you can remember how free you are. Not how free you can be, but how free you truly are. And go to our website. Our web developer said that our links are back up. It's still under construction because we're bringing much more to the website. So you can find us on our social media links there. And you can find us, like I said, Monday through Saturday. We're not going to be here in the AM, but go and play a replay, or really just remember how free you are and be here now, because you are already, always fully present now. And the last thing that I want to say is this: the now was so penetrating, I could not escape it, that it almost killed me. It almost drove me crazy until I surrendered. And just like Camille said, let it go. See, you can't control the now. You can't force the now. You can't manipulate the now. Trust me, many have tried. I have tried. I did it for so many years. You can't manipulate the now. But what you can do is you can surrender to the miracle, to the magic, to the mystery, to the to the freedom, to the love, to the life that it truly is. And it will bless you more than you know. And for those of you with faith, God, universe, source, creator, it's all there. The now is that. The now is that. And God is now. Spirit is now. Life is now. Live now. Live free now. Don't wait. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next year. Don't wait for a reason to be free. Because the only reason that you're not going to be free is you. So be free to be. I love you. Blessings. And mwah, Camille, love you so much. Let me read Camille's messages, and then we're going to go to Spanish. So I already read that. I already read that. Evo.of.t, thank you for joining us. Much love, much blessings. Thank you for being here now. You are alive. I am present. Yes, you are. You are a blessing, my brother, and I thank you. We are just reflections of the one. I love and honor the reflection you are, Camille. I can't wait to see you again. And yeah, thank you. Namaste. And let that child out, and let that child be free to come out and play. Because we get so serious, let that child come out and play. That child wants to come out and play. And if anybody can be an example, it's Camille. And I have been in the recent years letting that child come out little by little because that child wants to come out and play. And especially, we'll do another video. Much love, much blessings. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the free, loving, alive being that you are. Thank you.